crucially in fear of my kids, you know, leaving the house, whether they're going to the store. And it's an uncomfortable conversation, but one we all have to have with our kids, and I understand, you know, how we need to bring our kids and get them involved, but it's also a fear of bringing them and getting them involved because we're so afraid of the backlash that comes along with being boisterous and, you know, and being progressive and having a voice. Seattle, we haven't had, you know, from the back in over 20 some odd years. You know, they refer to us as the good ones up here. So y'all know how to act up in the north. Wow. You know, like, and with that, it's terrible because Generation Z has a voice that is going to explode if it's not directed. So I want to take you up on this invitation to come out because what we've been doing, it's about 40 of us, and we've ranged from Bellingham all the way to Olympia so far. We've got a couple in Lacey. And what we're doing is we're going, we call it Stop the Arts, and we're going to our local police precincts, and we're taking our kids, and we're just introducing ourselves. Because a lot of the time, these killings, you know, like your brother, they're on a mission to go somewhere else. And then they come across someone who lives in the community that they're not aware of, and then they're now looking at them as suspects. When you have a clear call at another destination, you have no reason to be bothering these people pulling up to their home or sitting out front, chilling, talking, you know. And and for me, as a black woman, I tell my young black men the same thing, and my young black women. Black on black crime is still clear. But if you know your neighbor, if you know each other, it's going to be harder to draw. It's going to be harder to kill because now there's some type of compassion there. So I want an open house in every precinct. I want it to be a festive, cookies, candy, balloons, everything. And I want the police in whatever community that they are in to meet. You know, the mayor can stay where he's at. We need our police people who are working these communities to come out and meet these young people because therefore they're not going to be that willing to kill. And you're on the inside, and I truly believe that change comes from the inside. Before we can get this together and get it rocking and rolling, you can go tonight and send an email and simply say, hey y'all need to do something. Let's get this open house going. There's no name needs to be attached. We don't have to be in control or whatever. Just do it. Announce it. You have the platform to because I promise you that's the de-escalation. Once they humanize us. That's right.
There's a couple of structures for that or programs. One of my favorites, because I think it's kind of funny, is donut dialogues. And you sit down and have donuts with a bunch of cops. I would love to do that in the academy. I think it would be donut dialogue. And it would be lighthearted and it would be an opportunity to just talk to people. So let's follow up. I'd love to do that.
I would like to thank Sue. I would like to say one thing before we leave. I think we're lucky to have you. My concern is not when you train. My concern is when they leave you and go into police departments.
Can I make one request of you? I absolutely hear your passion about changing the state law, and I understand why you want to do it. But please don't stop there.
Oh, we won't.
Because, and let me explain what I'm talking about. We do a very good job in Washington of training our recruits. We don't put enough resources into training our leaders. And I'm desperately trying to get the legislature to provide more support for training law enforcement leaders to get them, and it's too bad Lisa Dugard's gone, because Lisa and I were on this panel down in LA, and God, there was some fabulous information shared there. And I was sitting there thinking, I wish every police chief in Washington could listen to these academics and these researchers talking about what they're learning. And so Washington is unique in the fact that the state pays for police training. And we have a single academy for the entire state. That's very unusual. And I think it's a contributing factor to the level of professionalism. But frankly, we are hurting in the area of leadership training. And so I would ask you, when you're talking about changing the state law, don't stop there. Talk about better leadership I can train the babies up, but they go into their new family, and they're gonna adopt the culture of that family, and so I'm really working to helping those law enforcement leaders build a culture in their agency like we've built